Alrighty, hello everybody, my name is Aiden and welcome back to another stream. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have got a Chicago Bulls and Brooklyn Nets watch along. In the last video, we kind of just talked about the injuries, talked about how big of a game this is for both teams, and today it's finally the game. We'll be watching it through and through and seeing if the Bulls can pick up a win that they desperately need. It should be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. Brooklyn, the 11th seed at the moment. Some might argue they don't have much to fight for in this game. The Bulls, the 9th seed at the moment, trying to desperately avoid the 10th seed and almost I wouldn't say it's a guaranteed that we miss the playoffs because of this, but the 10 seed is as hard as it gets. You get an away game to start off. You get an away game to continue if you win the first one. And you kind of want that home court advantage if you can get it. So that's what this game is going to mean for both teams. We'll just have to wait and see whether or not we can get it done. We've seen the Bulls struggle on the defensive end, and then we just saw last game against the Pacers. The Bulls have some of the best defensive games of the season. So as inconsistent as we are, it's about time to see which Bulls team shows up. But before we get any further, if you enjoy the stream, feel free to like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And yeah, just let me know your thoughts about the Bulls potentially winning this game against Brooklyn. Should be a tough one, but also a game where we are considered the favorites. Obviously, the game has started. I did manage to get in here before the game officially started, which is big news, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the day, I'm always late to these streams, and even though I was late in terms of, the actual time that I said the stream would be, I got here before the game started, so I'll take that. Vucevic starts off with a jump hook to go 2-0 start for the Chicago Bulls. We're gonna need to see more from that from Nikola Vucevic if we're gonna win this game. Let's see what you guys have been saying. Jimmy says, I hope the Bulls could play good defense and offense tonight and get another win. And I gave a like on your channel. Thank you very much, Jimmy. We got Tyler that says, hey, Aiden, how have you been? Again, sleep deprived. That's the honest answer I could give you. I could say I'm good, which I am, to be fair, as Vucevic hits a 3 to go up 5-0. But I'm a tad bit sleep deprived, I'm not going to lie. Daniel says, happy Friday, everybody. Good Friday as well, for those who are celebrating it. Not necessarily Good Friday for me, because my Good Friday is towards the end of April, but for the vast majority of people around the world, Good Friday is today. So, happy Good Friday to everybody. Alright. Bridges misses the 3, and they're getting offensive rebounds. Dennis Schroeder makes the 3. I'm not going to lie. When did Dennis Schroeder play for the Nets? No idea. But anyway, that's a bit interesting. Well, 5-3 is the score. Dennis Schroeder gets the first bucket for the Brooklyn Nets. Caruso finds his way all the way to the rim. Gets blocked by Saxton. Can't save it. We got Bridges here to Schroeder. Finds Claxton. Tries to alley-oop it back to Claxton, and there's a foul called. The foul will be on DeMar DeRozan. We got Claxton with the Batman mask as well. If you guys don't see, he's got a little bit of a face mask thing going on. Yeah, for some reason, these games are getting earlier and earlier, man. I need them to go back to the normal time. That would be lovely. Anyway, Claxton misses the first free throw. But I actually want to quickly check something, because I'm pretty sure the last game of the season for the Bulls is on at 3 a.m. in the morning for me. That is going to be an interesting one, to say the least. That will be so fun. Again, a lot of people do this on a regular basis, but yeah, that should be very interesting. Yes, the Bulls and the Knicks. And you got a couple of 9 o'clock games. They make things very early towards the end of the season. I don't know why that is. But we're going to have to be suffering through that for the time being. Just like today. Thomas misses the 3. Claxton missed both free throws. So considered a good foul there. Caruso to Kobe to Io. Io in the pick and roll finds Kobe White. Bridges guarding him. Vucevic, fadeaway mid-range. That falls off. Claxton with the jump hook. Fights for the rebound over Vucevic, and Vucevic has no choice but to commit the foul. Vucevic gets absolutely bodied out of the way on that rebound. I'm not going to lie, no boxing out from the Bulls led to that Claxton rebound. Again, Claxton, a very athletic player, as you guys are well aware, as we are all well aware. You can't really give him opportunities to leap at that ball. You got to box him out from the very beginning. I would say that's Kobe White's fault, but even Vucevic had no idea where Claxton was. And no boxing out was done, and therefore he gets his own miss. And he makes both free throws to tie up the game for Brooklyn. Alright. A little bit of a trap being played by the Nets. We managed to break out of that. Caruso to Io to DeRozan. DeRozan open in the corner. Shoots and makes. A long two, apparently. Hopefully they change that. That looked like a three to me. Schroeder will shoot the three as Kobe White goes behind the screen. You can't do that. Dennis Schroeder takes the lead for the Nets. DeRozan trying to size up Claxton. Caruso does well enough to get Thomas on the pump fake, and that will be a foul. Wowee. Io finds that inbound to Vucevic. Kobe White with the ball at the moment. Kobe White to Vooch. Vooch to DeRozan. DeRozan fakes. Kobe White with 1 second left. He makes the three, but just after the buzzer. That will be a shot clock violation for the Bulls. Wow. But hopefully just seeing the ball go through the net for Kobe White to start the game could be a confidence booster for the rest of the game. Again, Kobe, when he's efficient and is a threat offensively, we become a much different team and a better team. Bridges to Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas shoots the three. Claxton gets the rebound. A really poor rebounding display at the moment by the Bulls, but we get that miss. Kobe White finds Vooch. Vooch tries to find Caruso. I don't know what happened there. Caruso not looking at all at the ball. And Vucevic just pulls the trigger on the pass without him looking. A complete miscommunication there, and that leads to a timeout. A very slow start to this game. 7-8 is the score. I just feel like no one's really contributing much offensively in this one. I think Dennis Schroeder, out of both teams, has been the most efficient player. Maybe Vucevic as well for the Bulls. But it's been a quiet start. I don't know if I was expecting that or not. Again, I didn't even know Dennis Schroeder played for the Nets. I don't know when that happens, but apparently so. So at the end of the day, yeah, this is quite an interesting start to the game, to say the least. Let's go, Bulls. Let's get the win tonight. Well, we are currently with about 3 minutes into the game, I would say. Only down by 1 point in that slow start. So, yeah, look, I think our style of play when it comes to the Bulls' style of play, what we like to see, so far, we haven't necessarily seen it. I guess it's more of a... We need to see more of steals and deflections. We need to try and force the Brooklyn Nets to turn the ball over. That's what I'd like to see a little bit more in this quarter. Obviously, you know, it's just the start of the game, so we don't necessarily know how the game's going to go in general. But it feels a bit slow for both teams. And I think the Bulls are okay playing slow. You know, we're not the worst at it. We're not the best at it. I think we like to play slow in some areas, especially in that half-court offense. But I'd like to see the energy pick up on the defensive end. That's what I'd like to see more than anything. So, yeah. Yo, it's my main man, Aiden. You definitely the GOAT. I appreciate that. I don't think I am. Remember to give a shout out to my favorite son, Lil Jabari. Thanks, homie. There you go. There's the shout out. But yeah, timeout done, hopefully. You know, we're seeing the game break sign at the moment. But I'd like to see the energy pick up. Maybe it's because I'm sleepy-eyed at the moment. I just woke up. Or maybe it's just that the Bulls had that slow start. But I'd like to see the energy increase. So yeah, hopefully we get a chance to see that. I'm just starting to notice the Brooklyn Nets Arena. Does anyone else agree with me with this? The Brooklyn Nets Arena looks nice, you know. I don't know. Maybe it's the color scheme. Maybe it's just how the stadium itself looks. The court looks good. Brooklyn Stadium don't look that bad, man. Alright, now the timeout's come to an end. We're going to see Brooklyn Nets inbound this ball. And here we go. Back to the action. Alright, they're playing a little bit of a smaller lineup out here. Probably a 5-out lineup at the moment. Alright. Bridges. They find the corner. Finney Smith misses the three. Kobe White grabs the rebound. DeRozan dribbling the ball up. Caruso finds Vucevic in the post. Io misses that three and a rebound to Brooklyn. Finney Smith drives to the rim, finds Bridges open for three, and it falls for the Brooklyn Nets as they continue their hot streak at the moment. 11-7 is the score with 6 minutes of action to go. Kobe White with the ball here. So it looks like Brooklyn are trying to switch everything. DeRozan gets the cut, but they foul before he's able to score. We might need to see a little bit more of that, ladies and gentlemen, if we're going to take advantage of this small ball lineup. DeRozan cuts right to the rim without the ball. We need more off-ball movement in this team, that's for sure. So more of that from DeRozan. We can maybe get Brooklyn into that foul trouble that we need them to get into. Get easier layups again, since they are so small. Rim protection will be lacking. So it's the right idea. Hopefully we can see more of it. Kobe White for three. And that one misses. Shout out to the homies, Lil Ricky, Ricky C, Stabby, and Mel. Thanks, my G. Well, there you go. Don't know who any of them are, but there you go. We've got also, the arena looks nice, but it's too dark. I think I could hide in there and no one would ever find me. I do not think it's that dark. Looks like the stadium is very well lit. It looks very modern. It looks like a very modern stadium. Vucevic gets the jump hook to go. Bulls down by 2. Shooter tries to find Finney Smith. Wofford misses the 3. Rebound for Nikola Vucevic. He's had the best start of the Bulls thus far. He's got 7 out of the 9 points. DeRozan. Back to Vucevic. Vucevic, pump fake. Finds DeRozan again. DeRozan wide open for 3. And he misses. Rebound to Watford. All right. That will go out of bounds as Torrey Craig gets the, little poke away from Miles Bridges. Okay. About 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this quarter. A really slow start for both teams. But we still see Brooklyn with the lead. Dennis Schroeder. Finds Clownley open for three. He was one of those guys on the injury report. Ends up that he's playing and he makes the three. Kobe White turns it over. Shooter goes to get the layup. He misses. And Watford gets the and one to go. Brooklyn on a nice little streak here as the Bulls fall 9-16 at this point in time with a chance for an extra free throw for Brooklyn. Look, as much as we are, the 9 seed at the moment trying to stop that fall to the 10 seed, Brooklyn are the 11 seed with, if they ever feel like they can make the play-in tournament, they kind of have to win every game from here on out. So you had to have expected that they would start this game strongly and they would play very hard. The Bulls need to counteract this. The Bulls need to have a little bit of fight of their own at the moment. We've come out really poorly. Only one player doing the bulk of the scoring. No one else has found a way to score yet. Drummond, there's a foul called there on Brooklyn, so Drummond will go to the line for two. But we need some more guys to take a load off in terms of the offense. It can't just be one guy or two guys in this team. Everybody has to start getting involved a little bit. It's a bit frustrating. We need to trade for Zion. We need a true superstar on this team. Well, there has been videos leaked about Zion wanting to play for the Bulls, but it's easier said than done. It's going to be hard to trade for a guy like Zion. Would I like Zion? Well, if he stays healthy for the bulk of his career, yes, I would love to see Zion on this team. But the injury record that he has isn't the best. But will the Pelicans let him go? That is obviously a question we just don't know the answer to. So maybe it's one of the things that can happen in the future, but it's not going to happen probably anytime soon. Maybe towards the end, not the end of his career, but maybe towards the prime of his career, he could potentially join the Bulls. If he wants. He's the one that said that he wouldn't mind playing in Chicago. So that's something that's up to him and up to the team that he plays for. We need a starting five of Kobe, Io, Zion, Patrick Williams, Vucevic, with Drummond, Caruso, Terry, etc. all off the bench. I mean, it sounds good. It might look good. I still don't know if it makes us the biggest difference makers in general, but we'll have to wait and see. One thing that Zion does pose the threat of is a dominating factor in the post. He's always been a good post player. He's very athletic. He's very physical. So there are good qualities there. Io's going to go right to the rim. And Brooklyn commit the foul. Bulls still down by 9. But yeah, we don't know anything about Zion, his situation. We don't know if he's going to stay in New Orleans. We don't know if he leaves. We don't know where the team that he goes to. There's a lot we don't know. So yeah, it's best to just, I guess, we'll wait next season, see what happens. And yeah, Io's at the line, and he makes the first. All right. Io makes both free throws. Bulls down by 7. Sharp has 3 personal fouls already. Wow, that was quick. All right, we got Thomas. Batim guarding. Might want to take that rookie. And he makes the 3. A tough shot from Thomas there. Batim all over him on the defensive end. Look, good defense, better offense. Batim shoots the 3, and that's a miss. Rebound to Cam Thomas. Wow. Watford sends the entire Bulls defense spiraling out of control and throws the alley-oop to Sharp, who knocks it down, who secures it. That's crazy. Brooklyn on an unbelievable run right now, and there is a timeout called by the Chicago Bulls. This is frustrating, to say the least. Again, a very slow start for the Bulls. With 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to go, we've only scored 12 points in the quarter. It's one of those games, ladies and gentlemen. It's one of those games where Vucevic has still scored more than half the points that we actually have, but no one stepped up offensively to carry the load even a little bit. It's not been there. Kobe's not done it. DeRozan's not done it. Literally, we've seen Drummond maybe, off the bench get to the line. We've not seen much offense from this team whatsoever. So, look, I'll say this. I don't know where Javonte Green is. If he's even on the team. Let's take a look. The 10-day contract. Is he still on the team? Box score. Yeah, Javonte Green is still on the team. We might need to see some energy in the team, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe some easy buckets. I'm not saying he's the best offensive player that we have. But, we're getting beat down at the moment. Punched consistently in the face. You may as well get some spark and some energy in there. Maybe get some transition points or something. I don't know. But it's been very, very poor to start this game. Bulls need to be consistent. It's the biggest problem with the Bulls. We are consistently inconsistent, Tyler. It is as simple as that. We always find a way to consistently make ourselves look worse than we are, or in some games, make us look better than we are. It absolutely sucks. If we put Zion on that Fat Fighters program, he could drop that weight and average 38 points. I don't necessarily think the weight is his problem. I mean, the weight is the health problem in the sense that he gets injured all the time. It's not really a basketball problem. I still think he'd be a very similar player than he is now. It's just, staying on the floor, staying on the court. Give Javonte a 10-year contract. I'm not sure about that. He's on a 10-day contract. This guy might, in a couple of days' time, he might no longer be a Bull. So we got to be prepared for that with a big stretch to go. Maybe we give him another 10-day contract. I'm not sure how it works. We'll see. All right. We need to go on a run. Stacey King not happy with this Bulls team and he's expressing his frustrations. We got Torrey Craig and the Nets commit the foul. Alright, the Bulls are in the penalty, so the next foul within the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds, 29 seconds, will lead to free throws. And Torrey Craig will be going to the line here for 2 shots as well, as he got fouled on the layup attempt. We beat good teams but lose to bad teams. That's one of the problems with this team, absolutely. We've lost to the Pistons twice, we've lost to the Wizards, we've lost to Brooklyn before, we've lost to a lot of bad teams or teams that we should be beating. On the other side of things, we've beaten teams like the New Orleans Pelicans, we've beaten teams like the Minnesota Timberwolves, we've beaten teams like the Milwaukee Bucks, we've beaten Philly, we've beaten all these other teams that we shouldn't be beating. So yes, you're exactly right. We can beat good teams, but we could also equally lose to bad teams. Again, consistently inconsistent. They always find a way to stun us. In one way, form, or fashion. Either way, down by 10. Thomas is in the post with Batum guarding. Hands up defense. Drummond gets the block. Nice help defense from Andre Drummond. Torrey Craig gets the transition layup to go. That's the type of run that we need, ladies and gentlemen. A block by Drummond that leads to some transition points on the other side. Alright, Thomas. Claxton gets all the way to the rim. And Caruso commits the foul. Again, a lack of communication on the defensive end. And Caruso's down again. I see it every game, ladies and gentlemen. He's always on the floor holding his ankles. I just don't get it. Every game we see the same thing. But again, it's going to be Caruso that ends up committing that foul as well. It looks like he's okay. Which, again, is something else that we always see. Claxton misses the free throw. He's going to come out of the game. Well, hopefully AC gets better soon. He's going to stay on the bench to start with. We might see him go down the locker room for further testing if it's really as bad as they might be saying it is. He did get up on his own power. He walked off the bench on his own accord. But again, we see this every game with Caruso. He always ends up hurting his ankle in the game. Alright, DeRozan. In the mid-range, tries the rip-through. Finds Dalen Terry. To Craig to White. Kobe White finds Dalen Terry. Someone's going to shoot this ball with 4 seconds. DeRozan will be the man. Misses the shot. And Clownley's going to commit the loose ball foul. Will that send Drummond to the free throw line? Alright, it will. Drummond's going to go to the line here to shoot 2 free throws. Do you think Zach Edey is a good NBA prospect? He's 7'4", so almost as tall as Wemby. I don't know any draft prospects, so I can't give you the answer to that. Look, right now I'm focused on the NBA. I'm not necessarily focused on July or June or any of those things at the moment. You know, we got a big couple of games coming up to try and save ourselves from the 10th seed, the play-in tournament. We could very well see ourselves in the playoffs standing. So I'm not necessarily too worried about draft prospects. I'll be sure to do my due diligence and search these draft prospects when we know our pick, and you know we'll look at prospects around that area. So until then, I can't give you an answer. 6'4" or 7'4" looks pretty decent. It looks, looks fine, looks great, but that doesn't necessarily mean much. There's a lot of guys that are tall but still don't make the league. Wemby is just a freak of nature. We just don't know if anybody else can match that. We'll wait and see. Alright, DeRozan tries the rip through here on Claxton, and he gets the call. So DeRozan will go to the line. The free throw line might be saving the Bulls a little bit here, because we've struggled to score. But DeRozan misses the free throw. The free throw line can't save us if we miss the free throws. And he makes the second. Bulls up, or down by 8. Alright. 40 seconds left in the first. Thomas shoots the mid-range. That's high off the glass and off. Rebound for DeRozan. Again, a chance to kind of make things salvageable at the first. DeRozan gets the layup to go. Finally, someone stepped up offensively, and his name is DeMar DeRozan. Bulls only down by 6. Still 20 seconds to go, and we will have the last shot of the quarter, most likely. Well, maybe not. Brooklyn's wasting the shot clock here. They might want that last shot. Walker shoots the 3. Off. Drummond gets the rebound. 4 seconds left. DeRozan has to go quickly. Shoots the half court. I don't know why he took so long to kind of get going there, but DeRozan misses the half court shot. The Bulls down by 6 to start the first quarter. Look, it could have been worse. I'll say that. We started off really badly in that quarter. For the bulk of that quarter, Vucevic scored the bulk of our points, and no one else stepped up to the plate. Not even one person. By the end of it, you saw DeMar DeRozan kick into gear, and that could have been worse. So we now sit in a 6-point deficit with 3 quarters left to go. Definitely manageable. But as I said before, the Bulls really need to start picking up their energy. They really need to start doing what they know best, and that's getting steals and deflections. That's, playing the passing lanes, whatever the case may be. Try to get some easier buckets out there. Only one transition point that I remember, maybe 2, but it was from a block shot. It was from a stop. We need to see more of that, ladies and gentlemen. And with Brooklyn being as small as they are, only Claxton as their real main center, with Sharp on 3 personal fouls. If they go ridiculously small, the Bulls have no other choice but to force them in the paint and to try and capitalize on that. So there's a lot that we still have left to do in this game if we're going to walk away with a win. I hope the Bulls can get the #1 pick. Prayers up, the best pick. Well, hopefully we can get the first pick. I know this is considered a weaker draft, but I would still take the first pick in any draft if it presents itself. But with that being said, where we are right now as a team, as that 9th seed, very unlikely we get the first pick, considering there's a lot of teams below us in the East and the West that will have better chances. It'll be hard for the Bulls to get that first pick, but as far as I'm aware, it's still possible, so you never know. What if the Bulls got DNA of NBA superstars and created clones of them? Would the NBA allow those clones to play in the league? Don't think we have to worry about that. I don't think we are ever going to see players getting cloned. Don't think we'll ever see that. So, yeah, don't need to worry about that. How many picks do the Bulls have? This season, I'm not sure if we have any second round picks. You might have to correct me if I'm wrong on that, but we do hold our first round pick, and that pick cannot be traded. Because again, you can't trade your picks in consecutive years. So that's an interesting, state of mind at the moment. So the Bulls will definitely have their pick this season. The only way it can get traded is if we trade the player after we make the pick. But as long as we have our pick, we have to assume that the Bulls are going to, trade. The Bulls are going to keep their pick, and they're going to keep the player that they draft. So we have one first round pick this season that is ours. Whether or not we get anything for a Levine trade or a DeMar trade or whatever trade comes out in the offseason, we're not too sure. But as far as I'm aware, we do have one first round pick this season. We just don't know where it's going to go. DeRozan gets to the line pretty quickly to start the second quarter, and he makes the first. We got Javonte Green in there now, ladies and gentlemen, so if there's any time to get some energy and spark into the team, it would have to be now. DeRozan makes the second. Alright, 4-point game. Thomas trying to take Drummond off the dribble. Good defense by Drummond. Better offense by Cam Thomas. Shoots right over the big man. You can't even ask for much more from that from Andre Drummond. Played elite defense there. Just got shot over. I mean, crazy. That's a Kevin Durant type of shot if I've ever seen one. The Bulls turn it over. Thomas commits the offensive foul. That's a charge call. I'll be honest, I don't see where the charge is. DeRozan was definitely not straight. His body was not straight. This man went shoulder first into that charge. But I guess the argument is that Cam Thomas was just absolutely reckless in the drive. But yeah, personally, I don't think that's a foul. On the Nets, at least. I think that's a foul on DeRozan. Never mind. Seeing the replay? Never mind. DeRozan's right. Good job, DeRozan. That's a sleepy call right there, Eyes still, closed a little bit. Good job, DeRozan. Fair play. Anyway, Javonte Green tries to drive to the rim. He gets blocked. And it looks like it's going to go the other way here. They're going to call a goaltending. Never mind. I'll take that. And that's the right call as well. Alright. Claxton misses the jump hook and it's a rebound for Drummond. Again, I don't know why Javonte Green is guarding Claxton. Let's hope we don't see that again. But so far, we got the stop. Kobe gets caught in a hard place here. The ball finds DeRozan at the top of the key. DeRozan with a crossover. Dalen Terry with the putback. Again, the Nets being a smaller team, they didn't box out on that possession, and Terry found his way right to the rim. 2-point game. Thomas misses the three, gets his own miss after the long rebound. Finds the corner. And it's a miss for Brooklyn and a rebound for Kobe. A chance to tie the game or take the lead here. Kobe White gets it to the mid-range. Step back, shoots, misses. Drummond with the putback. That's off. He gets whacked in the face. And again, that should be Bulls ball. Drummond proving to be a very physical sight in that paint at the moment. Fighting tooth and nail with 3 Brooklyn Nets players, but none of the Brooklyn Nets players could secure the rebounds. Nice. Are people in Australia afraid that your island might sink into the ocean? You're all surrounded by water, fam. That's hella scary. As far as I'm aware, and look, just one man's opinion, I do not think people are necessarily worried about sinking. It's a possibility, or anything's a possibility. We have seen whole islands get sunk before. I'm pretty sure we've seen that before. I don't think we're worried about Australia being that. So, if it happens, take care. I'll see you on the other side. But if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna live my life here in Australia. What about CP3? He could be a good bench player as a backup point guard. I like CP3. I've talked about CP3 for years on this Bulls team. I've always been a guy that's willing to take the risk on CP3. There's always a problem. Again, he's getting a little bit up there in age. Who are we going to get back? Who are we trading for CP3? Can we get more in return for CP3? That's what I'm worried about now. Because outside of Zach LaVine, who we know is going to be on the trade block, what do we give up for Chris Paul? You have to trade for him. I don't think you can just sign him. So that's kind of what I'll be asking about CP3. If we could get a good deal for him, then yeah, I would trade for CP3 as a backup point guard. Kobe White gets to play with his mentor. CP3 can definitely handle some veteran situations that we could need on this team. Solid playmaker, solid passer. But he does also change the way that this team would play. This team would have to be more focused a little bit more on the pick and roll. Wouldn't necessarily be a transition team anymore with CP3 in the lineup. How does CP3 and DeRozan play together, as they both like to be ball handlers on the team? There's a lot that you got to ask with Chris Paul. But I would definitely take the risk. Because one thing I will say about Chris Paul and the Warriors is that he is willing to take the back seat if need be. He started the season off the bench. He's not a vocal point on that Golden State Warriors team. But he could still produce some really good playmaking stats and numbers. Everybody talks about Chris Paul and how bad of a shooter he's been this season. People don't understand. Still coming off the bench, averaging one of the top assist numbers in the game. That would, of course, be important to have, especially on a cheaper contract. So I would consider it, yes. All right. Bulls get that inbound. DeRozan sizing up, finds Javonte Green in the catch and shoot and score. Javonte Green with 5 quick and early points from the catch and shoot. All right. Bridges drives and Kobe White commits the foul. We'll see Bridges at the line for 2 free throws here, but the Bulls have their first lead in a long time. Since probably the 5-0 start that they had. The Bulls have the lead here. Javonte Green doesn't disappoint in that catch and shoot position. So far, 2 from 2 from 3 since he's been back in the team. That's quite interesting. And Klay Thompson, he could be a good bench piece too. Well, Klay Thompson, if he was to come here, would be getting paid a ridiculous amount of money. I can't see someone getting paid that type of money being a bench option. For the Warriors, I can understand it because he struggled there, but we're not the Warriors. I think we're a little bit worse than the Warriors. If Klay Thompson was to come to this team, he would probably be a starter. And I would say if Klay Thompson comes to this team, you need to get rid of Billy Donovan because I don't see what scheme Billy Donovan can provide offensively that would allow Klay Thompson to flourish here. To me, Klay Thompson makes no sense unless you get rid of Billy Donovan. Kobe White misses the 3. And the Brooklyn Nets get a rebound. Jordan's in the house. Let's go, Bulls. Down by 1 at the moment. Bridges tries to enter the post. Watford with the spin. Javonte Green sticks right with him. Thomas trying to find the post. He ends up getting a dribble. Finds Miles Bridges for 3. Catch and shoot in rhythm. That's off. Rebound Dalen Terry. DeRozan in the post. There's a double team there. Kobe White open for 3. He shoots. Misses again. Rebound Dalen Terry. Looks like it's a bad and efficient night for Kobe White. Dalen Terry misses the 3. Awkward jump shot, but sometimes it does fall for him. Miles Bridges. Good defense by Kobe White. Stays straight up. Bridges misses the layup. 1 point game. Drummond in the post. Tries to shoot the post hook and he gets it to go. Nice little bounce off the rim. Bulls regain the lead. There's 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. It feels like time is going really slowly at the moment. Alright, Bridges. Dalen Terry all over him. Good defense by Dalen Terry here. Drummond with the help. Great defense. Can we secure the rebound? We do. Dalen Terry and Javonte Green in the same team together has made this defensive effort look extremely strong at the moment. Multiple stops for the Bulls. And a lot of it is Dalen Terry at the moment. Just getting physical with the Brooklyn Nets. Again, they're not the biggest team. So if it's a physicality battle, it's one that I expect the Bulls to win. Nonetheless, Brooklyn commits the foul. Kobe White will be at the line here. He has struggled offensively today. Some free throws could do him very well at the moment. These might be his first 2 points of the night. He makes the first. I cannot believe I'm looking at Kobe White's statistics this season and he's averaging 19 points per game. Wow. Definitely a different player to say the least. I know he's not been efficient since the post-All-Star break as he misses a free throw. But still has really transformed as a player this season. Bounce pass, Watford in the corner for 3. That rattles out, rebound to Drummond. Bulls want to play fast. Ayo has the ball in transition. That's usually a big threat, and it is. Ayo Dosunmu, again, as efficient as ever, gets the layup to go. The Bulls are on a 12-2 run. Let's keep this up. Dennis Schroeder finds Watford. Ayo trying to guard him in the post. And Watford scores again. He's a bigger player, Watford's. Gets it to go over Ayo Dosunmu, who's not, that physical, I guess, compared to Watford, just from that possession. Ayo to Dalen Terry. Dalen Terry with the crossover. Finds his way to the mid-range. Kicks it back out to Kobe White. Kobe. Crossover. Paint. Floater. Goods. 37-33 is the score. And Kobe White maybe starting to warm up a little bit in this game. The Bulls have been fairly efficient in this quarter, shooting 50% from the field. Dennis Schroeder trying to size up Kobe. Tries to play the pick and roll game. And the Bulls get the steal. Finds Kobe in transition. There's a lot of Brooklyn players and Kobe turns it over. Again, Brooklyn did very well to get back on the defensive end. It looks like Kobe White was just struggling to be as quick as possible. Doesn't really execute the pass well, so that will go back to Brooklyn. Do you guys have loads of UFOs in Australia? I bet aliens love it down there since they could get away with anything. I don't know what you mean by getting away with anything. That makes no sense. But no, we don't. Next year, Kobe and Ayo are going to combine for 50 points per game. Potentially. That's a possibility. If Kobe White can average 20, maybe even increase it to about 23-ish points per game next season if he wants to take the next step. I really think Ayo next season is a candidate for most improved. I believe it in my heart because I'm already seeing it this season. The problem with Io for not getting it this season, and that's why Kobe is in the conversation, Kobe's, I guess, jump happened at the beginning of the season, whereas Io's jump, because let's be honest, Io's been phenomenal the past 3 weeks. The past month, he's really got into the groove of things. The month of March, he's been fantastic. But the problem with Io's jump is that it's happened too late. So if he has this type of season, let's just say he's averaging the 19 points on ridiculously high efficiency from this season to next season, from the very beginning, you will see Io be discussed in most improved talks next season. I really believe it. I really, really believe it. And of course, he has to start. That's the problem as well. If we find someone that starts over him, then that might not be the case. But if we're going to see a lineup of Kobe and Io to start next season, I really believe Io could be a candidate for the most improved awards. The last Bulls player I believe to win the most improved was Jimmy Butler. And look what he's turned out to be as a superstar, ladies and gentlemen. He really developed into something special. He's made multiple finals appearances for the Heat. Did really well for the Bulls. Done really well for a lot of other teams as well. All-star every season. Jimmy's that guy. So maybe we can find that next Jimmy Butler in Kobe or Io with their breakout seasons thus far. Who knows? Time will tell. But yeah, it could be a possibility they could combine for 50. I would still say it's unlikely, but there's a chance. That's why you're a true GOAT, my G, because of the power of positivity. I appreciate that. I probably just said it might not happen at the wrong time then. 50's a lot. You're expecting both of them to average 25. Just so you know, if you're playing it fairly here, both of them to average 25 points per game. If you still have DeRozan on the team as well, that will be difficult. But I would say this as well. We don't need Kobe and Io to average 25 each, or anything like that. We just need, I think efficiency is the biggest thing to take away from those two guys. If they're both efficient, we will win more than we lose. But if one of them has an off night, you can kind of see where we struggle. Anyway, Caruso's back in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis Schroeder goes baseline. They try to find Bridges in the corner. Kobe White helps him up as Brooklyn turn it over. Alright, 5:46 to go. Bulls up by 5. Javonte Green still in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Caruso to Vucevic. Back to Caruso. Can the Bulls continue this onslaught here? They find Javonte Green in the catch and shoots. He misses this one. That's his first miss from the three-point line on this 10-day contract. Thomas, mid-range. Alley-oops it to Claxton, actually. And there you go. Bulls only up by 2 here. Alright, Kobe's got Claxton on him. They want to switch things. Vucevic trying to fight in that post. Can't really get that post entry. Kobe White trying to size up. Gets to the mid-range. Fade away. Falls in and out. Rebound to Brooklyn. Thomas in a pick and roll. Dennis Schroeder. We're going under the screens here. I don't like that, especially with Dennis Schroeder ball handling at the moment. Kobe White switches on. Back to Schroeder. Open for 3. He misses. Rebound to Nikola Vucevic. The Bulls not really wanting to play fast at the moment, but Io does. He misses, but there's a foul called. That shift in speed from Io DeSumo proved to be the difference in that possession. It looked like the Bulls were going to settle for another slow half-court opportunity. As soon as Io gets the ball, 100 miles per hour right at the rim, and it was almost unstoppable. He's going to go to the line here for some free throws. Io looking as efficient as ever, ladies and gentlemen. He's prone to having another good game, it looks like. Hasn't been the same since his injury. Hopefully it doesn't hurt his most improved chances. He has done so much to deserve it. I think it probably does hurt his most improved chances just a little bit. I mean, I think what's helped it is the fact that Philly and Maxi. I think Maxi was out for a couple of games, but Philly's dropped all the way down to the 8th seed. I think that actually helps us because I feel he's the direct opponent to that. Most improved. But I do believe Kobe White deserves it. And I will go down swinging saying Kobe White deserves it. But I can't lie and say it won't hurt. But hopefully, he's done more than enough. He's very close to averaging 20 a game. I mean, I don't know what more you could ask for. The guy averaged about 12 a game last season. He has a 7-point jump. I'm pretty sure that's still the most in the league. So you got to give credit to Kobe White where it's due. DeRozan makes the mid-range, 41 to 37, 3:45 to go in the second. And that's another turnover for Brooklyn. They have, again, look, I have to give all fairness. At the start of the game, I was talking about how the Bulls need to force steals and deflections and how that was a big part of our game we weren't seeing. In the second quarter, the Nets have turned it over a bunch of times, ladies and gentlemen. We've gotten what we needed. Vucevic jump hook. He falls down. There's a foul called there. Claxton can't believe it. Or it's a Sharp. Sharp can't believe it. That's probably his 4th personal foul. He's having a miserable time in this game at the moment. So Vucevic will go to the line for the 2. Ayo, Terry, and Javonte Green is a great lineup. Defensively and energy-wise, absolutely. Is it the best offensive lineup we can see? Most definitely not. Did Kobe get injured? He did not get injured. We're talking about his hip injury that he had about 2 weeks ago with the Pacers. And I also was talking about in post-All-Star break. He's been fairly inefficient since the post-All-Star break. He's been guarded differently. He's been considered, at this point, one of our top players. So he's got really good defenders on him every single game. So efficiency has kind of taken a hit with Kobe White. But statistics-wise, he's still in the conversation for most improved. He's definitely not injured. He's on the bench at the moment, but he's playing. He's actually coming back to the starters table now. Javonte Green plays the passing lane. Another steal and a slam. Defense leading to offense. Javonte Green does it all himself. 5 Javonte Greens out there. The energy has picked up since he's been on the floor. Bridges to Schroeder. A steal from DeRozan. And it looks like we're going to be out of bounds. DeRozan takes a step out as he gets the steal. But I am absolutely loving the defensive effort this Bulls team is providing. Javonte starts it off with the slam. DeRozan almost gives us another chance to go back-to-back in transition. But he gets the steal regardless. Very, very happy with his display at the moment. Javonte Green steps out of the game at the moment. And Kobe White is back in. Dennis Schroeder drives, floater, and it's good. That stops the bleeding for the Nets here. Ayo to Caruso. Caruso for 3. Off. A rebound for Bridges. Dennis Schroeder wants to go in transition. He gets another floater to go. You got to stop Dennis Schroeder from going downhill. He's too crafty with the ball to get any shot he wants in that sort of position right there. Kobe to DeRozan. DeRozan to Ayo. Ayo wanted to go quickly. He's going to drive baseline. Shoots high off the glass and in. Was not afraid of Thomas's defense right there. He goes right at him. Speaking of, Thomas tries to find the 3-point shot. Dennis Schroeder will take it and make it. He is feeling it for the Nets, and the Nets only down by 2. Kobe White, crossover. Vucevic open for 3. No one goes at him. And Vucevic makes them pay. Vucevic, is he 2 from 2 from the 3-point line thus far? He is. 2 for 2. Got 11 points on the night. Dennis Schroeder open again. That one misses. Rebound to DeRozan. Kobe White available in transition. And Finney-Smith commits the foul. Kobe White will go to the line for 2. A little bit faster of pace that we're playing. Okay, good. I'm happy to see Javonte back. I mean, the way that he's playing right now, I think we all are happy to see Javonte Green back at the moment. Hey, Aiden, how are we playing so far? We're playing alright. The second quarter's been definitely the best quarter of thus far. The Bulls had a really slow start to this game, which is nothing new. But we've really picked up the defensive energy. Javonte Green has made a big difference. Io really kicking things into gear. Kobe White getting to the line. A lot of good things happening in this quarter. That's the reason why we're up by 6 at this point in time as Kobe White misses the free throw. Yeah, we definitely picked things up in the second quarter to the slow start that we just had. How do you feel about us getting Javonte back, and what if we got rid of Terry Taylor to get Javonte Green next season? Let's think about that real quick. So, I think in hindsight that makes sense to get rid of Terry Taylor for Javonte Green because Terry Taylor doesn't play, but you also got to consider who we might lose in the process. So there's a lot of guys that we could see leave this Bulls team, from DeRozan to, guys like Terry Taylor to guys like Patrick Williams in restricted free agency. Even Andre Drummond is a free agent next season. So I wouldn't necessarily say those two players are linked at this point in time. I know they were linked when Terry Taylor signed, because Javonte Green was the guy that we gave up to sign Terry Taylor, if you guys didn't know that. So that's actually something that did happen, but I don't necessarily think they're linked. But I would be very much interested in bringing Javonte Green back, only if we're actually trying to compete next season. If we're going younger and our aim is not to compete, then I'd rather see Javonte Green go to a team that will probably appreciate him a bit more on a competitive side. Io gets the layup to go. Bulls up by 8. A chance to get to double figures with 36 seconds left in the quarter, in the half. Thomas drives, scores and one. Kobe White hands up all the way, but body contact was there. Cam Thomas will go to the line for a free throw. This has definitely been an Io quarter, to say the least, though. And the free throw has been made. 52-47. There's about 30 seconds left in the quarter. DeRozan trying to take some time away. Answers that pick and roll. Caruso. Kobe. Vucevic in the corner. He misses the three. Rebound to Claxton. And the Brooklyn Nets with 6 seconds left want to take a good shot here to end the half. Thomas, logo three. Off. And that is the buzzer, ladies and gentlemen. The Bulls have got the lead at halftime. 52-47. Look, we know why this game is important. The Bulls trying to avoid that 10 seed. Let's quickly take a look what's happening around the league, and then I'm going to quickly get a drink. But you never know. We'll see if the Hawks are playing. Maybe we could see the 76ers, see what they're up to. Right now, the 76ers and the Cavs are in a tie game at the moment. So you're expecting Cleveland to walk away with that win, and that could send another loss Brooklyn's way. You never know what that could lead to at the end of the day. The Hawks do not play today. They will play tomorrow against the Milwaukee Bucks. So, of course, you expect the Bucks to win that game. That will be a home game for the Bucks, I believe, as well. Maybe not. I'm not sure. It could be an away game, actually. But anyway, if we're watching the teams ahead of us, that would be Philly. They're in a tie game. In terms of what else is going on, the Magic are beating the Clippers by 1 in the third quarter. The Golden State Warriors are destroying the Charlotte Hornets as we speak. The Pacers are beating the Lakers by double figures at this point in time, up by 12. The Pistons and the Wizards are in a close fight, which sees the Pistons winning at this point. Obviously, the Trailblazers are getting destroyed by the Heat. The Heat are on an absolute tear at the moment against Portland. The Spurs are destroying the Knicks at the moment. Again, judging by the Spurs record, you'd expect the Knicks to come back in that one. Thunder and the Suns are in a close game, 41-36, and then the rest of the games have yet to be played. All right. We need some defense, definitely. If you were the GM in the coming off season, what changes would you make? I honestly don't know. It's hard to give an answer like that, just because there's two directions you could go down. You can go down trying to rebuild or retool. If we're going down the retooling route, I would try to get a guy like Tobias Harris in the team. Maybe we could do that Zach LaVine to the Warriors trade for Klay Thompson. Fire the coach and bring a new coach in that could maybe bring a little bit more motion in the offense and see how we go. With Kobe White leading the team, we've got, you can have Io, Kobe, Clay, Tobias Harris, and Vucevic. You can maybe go down a different route and have one of those guys off the bench, maybe, and whatever the case may be. I would do something like that. Or if we want to go younger, I would just trade DeRozan for the first pick we can get, trade Caruso for picks, trade Vucevic for picks, and go younger. Like, truly try and commit to the younger team. It's hard to say. I've made a video about this before. I don't know if I can link it here, but I made a video about what I would do if I was retooling. And I would go and I would not re-sign DeRozan unless it was ridiculously cheap. I would go and sign Tobias Harris for hopefully a cheaper contract as well, but it looks like he doesn't want to come here. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. Because he can probably fit a little bit more the Bull style. I would fire Billy Donovan and bring a new coach in. And I'll try to do the Zach LaVine for Klay Thompson trade and hopefully have more pieces added onto that. See how we go. That's what I would do personally. But I'm sure there's a lot more that we could do that I don't know about. Leg Connections halftime game. Yeah. Once I get a drink, I don't mind doing some Leg Connections. Okay. Oh, do you want me to maybe do it here? I don't think I can do it here, Can I even do it here? This was a good second quarter by the Bulls. Yes, it was, Jimmy. How long is Phillips out? He's out indefinitely, so we don't know. But indefinitely doesn't necessarily mean the best sign, does it? You know what I mean? Let's see if I can even do it here. How do I add something? Oh, bro, trying to do this while I'm live is going to be ridiculous. Okay. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. Someone tell me what to do. Where's the desktops? I want to... Okay, the problem with me doing this is that I won't be able to see my own... I won't be able to see the chat. That's the problem. How long has Lonzo been out? Like 2 seasons, I believe. About 2 seasons, 2.5 years. Anyway, I'm not going to add this. I'm going to quickly get a drink and I'll be right back. But yeah, I think if I wanted to do the League Connections thing at halftime, I wouldn't be able to see my own chat. So I'll have to find a way to figure out how to see the chat. But until then, I'll be right back. I'm back. Ah, that was very refreshing. I needed that to wake me up a little bit. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna at least try to do this League Connections thing and see how it goes. I think I know what to do. Let me just figure it out real quick. So far, you're going to see a whole bunch of OBSs. But that's the League Connections, if you guys don't know. I don't know if you played this game before, but basically, what you do is you try to find the connection between 4 players. So instantly, I could see current Clippers players right here. But yeah, I'm going to have to open the chats on YouTube so I can actually see what you guys are saying. But it should be a fun little game we could do at halftime, if you know what I mean. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Can you find the connections with these players? We got Andre Drummond there. Who links with Andre Drummond? I think for now I'm going to try the Clippers players. So there you go. All the Clippers players right there. Let's see if that is the right connection. There it is. We got one. Current Clippers players. I hope you guys can see. I think you guys can see, but you won't be able to see me. That's a bit of a problem. Can't see me. Hold on. How do I make sure you see me? So if I turn this off. Wow. No way. So if I turn it off, that's crazy. Alright. Well, you guys won't be able to see me. Tough luck then, guys. Sorry. Alright. If you guys have any idea of who to select, let me know. We got MJ in there. Come on, I'm sure we got some MJ fans in the chat right now. What does MJ have in common with a couple of other guys on this team or in this section? We got Kobe in here. Jordan says that's hard. I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem to be, seems a bit weird, if you know what I mean. Well, look, I'm going to try and give one away. Not give one away, but I'm going to try this and just see what happens. Because they're all... I don't know. We're just going to pick this and see what happens. Alright, that's incorrect. We're one away, though. We are one away. Interesting. I hope you guys know how to play. That, again, it seems like a very weird thing. Swap Ray Allen with Joe Harris. Oh, with Joe Johnson, sorry. Alright. There we go. Most game-winning buzzer beaters. Oh, of course ISO Joe's in that conversation. That's right. That is correct. Well, I see 3 centers. So I kind of feel, 4 centers, I kind of feel obligated to go these 4 right here. You know, I don't know, maybe averages the most rebounds within a season or something. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. That's incorrect, but 1 away again. I'm not sure. I'm not sure indeed. Swap Drummond with Poole. Okay. No way! What the? Violated by Draymond Green. What sort of category is that, bro? And played for UConn. There you go. Good job. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud of ourselves. Alright, let's turn this off. No, that's not right. Let's turn this off. There we go. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the Le Connections game. I'm kind of upset why you couldn't even see my face throughout that whole thing. Hold on. What if I do this? No, that doesn't work either. I don't know. What if I do this? There we go. But now, because my face cam is so big, you won't see the screen. But at least now I know how to fix that. See, we're learning on the job here. Maybe next time Podal will be better. I feel like people may have just lost interest. They probably had no idea what was happening. Fair enough. It is what it is. I mean, if we still have time. Hold on, I'm just trying to check to see the halftime stuff here. See how much time there is to go at halftime. You know? Nah, the quarter started. Unlucky. No Podal for today. Maybe the next game against the Timberwolves, we can figure it out. Let's go. Game back on. Oh, wow. Vucevic, look, I don't know what happened back in that last couple seconds there, but Vucevic just committed a hard foul there on, is that Claxton? Did he remove his mask? It's sharp. I was about to say. He stopped being Batman for a second. It's crazy. What is that? No, that's not Claxton. Well, that free throw looks like Claxton. Oh, it is Claxton. That's crazy, bro. Why does man take off his mask, bro? Vucevic open for 3. Shoots and misses. Rebound to Thomas. We got Dennis Schroeder. Bring it down the court. 54-49. Thomas. Mid-range. That is off. DeRozan secures the rebound. Tries to have that quick outlet pass to Io, and that is stopped by the Nets. Schroeder is taking his time. Finds Bridges open for 3. And that falls 3 and D for Miles Bridges at the moment. Or Mikal Bridges, my apologies. Vucevic to Kobe White for 3. And that connects for Kobe. Back to 5 points, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it looks like there's a bit of a Steal there for the Bulls. DeRozan gets all the way in transition. Tries to find Vucevic. Caruso saves it. Floater missed. Vucevic with the putback. Again, playing much bigger at the moment. Getting those putbacks left, right, and center. And that's a timeout for the Brooklyn Nets. The Bulls have kind of, again, regained their composure. It looks like they had a bit of a slow start to the quarter. And then they picked things up along the way. Vucevic getting that putback over two people. Shows the issue with the Brooklyn Nets at the moment and their small ball type of lineup. So far, so good. I just realized my earphones are not actually plugged into anything. So what's the point in having them on? You know what I mean? There we go. Sounds good. Alrighty. Let's go over here. Just going to quickly check the like goal, ladies and gentlemen. We have 13 likes already on the stream. Wow. It kind of feels like you guys got sick and tired of me asking for it, so you just did it already. I appreciate you guys so much for the double-digit like goal. Again, always means a lot when we reach that milestone, because it means that you guys are enjoying the stream. It means that I'm doing an okay job. It means that a lot of you guys are still tuning in each and every single game, whether it means something or it means absolutely nothing. You guys continue to stop on by, so I appreciate that very much. And yeah, let's see if we can keep on going. We've got 13 likes on the stream. Let's try and go for a little bit more. Always appreciate it, though. Vooch stopped shooting threes. We didn't get a chance to look at the halftime stats, but I don't think Vucevic has been that bad from the three-point line today. He's about 2 from 4, 50%. Not too bad. But obviously he did miss that three, and that's amazing. The league pass kicked me out of the game. How amazing is that, ladies and gentlemen? That's so good. Caruso played the minimum games to be eligible for all defensive teams, but he still hasn't reached the minutes clause. He needs to play at least 20 minutes, 5 out of the next 8 games to be eligible. Yeah, it's interesting. Alright, I'm getting sick of it now. League Pass has kicked me out twice. What's going on? What's going on? Why does League Pass... Why does it have to feel like a full-on boxing fight just to actually watch an NBA game on this app, bro? It keeps resetting me to the start. What am I supposed to do? Well, hopefully it doesn't do it again. Okay. Bridges to Dennis Schroeder with 9:58 to go in the third quarter. Claxton and Bridges in a pick and roll. They try to find Thomas in the corner for Schroeder for 3. And that falls. He's been a very good player for the Brooklyn Nets thus far. Dennis Schroeder has made threes, has got downhill, has done pretty much everything for the Brooklyn Nets at the moment offensively. DeRozan finds Kobe White in the corner. Kobe misses the 3. Rebound to the Nets. It's still a 4-point game. Brooklyn with a chance to get it closer. Dennis Schroeder finds Bridges for 3. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, the Nets are surging back. It's only a 1-point game. DeRozan finds Caruso to Vucevic. AC. Back to DeRozan. DeRozan gets the layup to go. 61-58 is the score, ladies and gentlemen. We need to stem the tide a little bit here. Thomas tries to find the corner. Is that Finney Smith? Almost out of bounds. He shoots the 3. And that rattles in and out. Rebound to Ayo. Ayo wants to play it fast. Finds Caruso open for 3. Vucevic open for 3. And Vucevic misses. He's now 2 from 5 from the 3-point line. 61-58. Dennis Schroeder Finds Bridges again. And he connects again. 61 apiece. The Nets have caught fire from the three-point line here. They're on a 9-2 run within the last minute. AC gets pushed. And Dennis Schroeder is going to get tagged with the foul. Thankfully, no travel call there. Because if that foul wasn't called, Caruso was traveling. Alright, here we go. AC. Crossover. Drives to the rim. Turns it over. Brooklyn. Bounce pass. Finney Smith gets the layup. Vucevic gets beaten past on the defensive ends. Transition. Doing the difference for Brooklyn at the moment. They've gotten the lead right back. Io. Scoop layup falls. He falls on the cameraman. He does it every game, ladies and gentlemen. DeRozan commits the foul to try and get Io back into the play. It's always the cameraman. And it's always Io as well. Io always falls on the cameraman. Alright, the Nets inbounds. Schroeder finds Bridges. Bridges has shot the last couple of threes. We've got to be tight on defense with him. Thomas for three, and he gets it to go as well. They've caught fire, ladies and gentlemen. Steaming hot from the three-point line of the Brooklyn Nets. Io with the crossover. Tries to go baseline. Finds Caruso. Vucevic seals his man. Not enough, though. It's a turnover. Brooklyn down the other way. Finds Bridges. Bridges with the fake. Finds the corner. Schroeder, another three. Our timeout, Billy. Billy. Timeout. There we go. Billy Donovan times out. A horrible sequence for the Bulls those last couple of possessions. And Brooklyn in a matter of 2 minutes. 2 long, tedious, ugly minutes. Brooklyn have taken a 6-point lead. It's crazy. From the sense of, you know, we're up by a pretty decent amount. Within 2 minutes, we're now down by 6. Timeout for the Chicago Bulls. Brian is having a meltdown in the chat. No, no, no. The weather. No way. This is not good. Timeout. Well, look. Again, knowing what this game means for the Bulls, I think a meltdown is kind of warranted at the moment. But still, a long time to go. I'm not going to be panicking too much. I'm not going to be overly frustrated at this point. Just hope the Bulls can come back. But yeah, tough break. Anyway, timeout to compose ourselves. Maybe we're going to bring the energy crew back into the game. Guys like Javonte or Dalen Terry or, you know, whatever, whoever we decide to bring in. Maybe it's even Andre Drummond. Decide to kind of change things a little bit, you know? The one thing with Billy Donovan is, as we know, he loves his set minutes. He loves a set rotation, and he doesn't really want to break from that. But I think in order to come back in this type of game, you got to go with the lineup that's got you the lead. That lineup was the Javonte Green, Dalen Terry, Ayo Dosunmu, Andre Drummond lineup with DeMar DeRozan there as well. That was the lineup that kind of brought us back in the game. So you have to question why we haven't really seen that lineup. The beginning of the third quarter hasn't been a good one. At some point, you need to see that lineup to bring you back. Hopefully we'll see it. But yeah, we've allowed Brooklyn to catch fire from the three-point line. Miles Bridges hits a couple. Cam Thomas hits the corner one. And things just get a little bit out of hand. Dennis Schroeder as well, not shying away from the three-point line. When teams get in that type of mode, it's almost impossible to come back. So you got to stop it. You got to stop the bleeding now before it escalates to a point where you can't even control it anymore. Alright, here we go. Timeout done. Brooklyn trying to apply some full court pressure here. Io gets the ball to DeRozan. It looks like we're going to beat that full court pressure. DeRozan trying to size up. Got Finney-Smith guarding. Finds the corner. Kobe White now. Drives to the rim. Caruso open for three. Shoots. Scores. There we go. That stops the bleeding. Now Bulls only down by 3. A single possession game here. Claxton to Thomas. Bridges to Claxton. Back to Bridges. Back to Claxton. Good ball movement from the Nets. Claxton misses the jump hook. Io wants to run. He's going to bring it back out. DeRozan now with the ball in the center of the court. Mid-range. Shoots. Scores. Back to 1 point. Alright. We've responded with their run with a run of our own. Can we get more stops? Vucevic almost gets the steal. Finney-Smith makes the 3 and makes us pay. He reaches in. He almost gets the ball. But he didn't, and we got made to pay for that one. Io gets swatted by Claxton. No one communicating on the help defense there clearly. Otherwise, Io probably would have passed that out. Schroeder to Thomas. Almost loses the ball. Shoots the mid-range. Io commits the foul. A little bit too over-eager on the defensive end. And we're going to see Cam Thomas at the line here. So we're trading buckets with the Nets at the moment. Down by 4. And most likely with these free throws could be down by 6. Thomas will make the first. $5:25 to go in the third, ladies and gentlemen. We got Torrey Craig coming into the game. Who is going to provide that spark off the bench that we're looking for? Thomas makes both. 6 points, ladies and gentlemen. 74-68. Alright, DeRozan to Kobe. Kobe to Craig. Back to Kobe. A lot of ball movement, but we need the player movement now, ladies and gentlemen. The ball's moving, but no players are. DeRozan mid-range and it falls. We've got the Bulls commentators making dad jokes over here. Thomas drives to the rim, misses the layup. Good hezzy, but doesn't get the layup to go. Dalen Terry is also in the game. DeRozan, mid-range, shoots. Doesn't fall. Vucevic gets the offensive rebound. There's a foul called. Bulls down by 4. 4:40 to go. There's a lot of 4s in there, ladies and gentlemen. Just went to get some fried chicken and the Nets are in the lead. What happened? The Nets couldn't miss a 3. That's what happens. The Bulls leave them open for 3. They make 3. They take the lead. Alright, DeRozan drives. A little bit of a push off there, but we will benefit from that as Clownley commits the foul. DeRozan will go to the line for 2. Big free throws here for DeRozan. And he makes the first. Hi. Come on, we need this one, DeRozan. He makes both. Bulls down by 2. They're talking about Ben Simmons at the moment and how he hasn't played many games over the last 3 years. It is a bit frustrating that you have a player there that doesn't really want to play. Schroeder gets the layup to go. Goes downhill and gets the layup. He's been carrying the Brooklyn Nets offensively this quarter. We got DeMar DeRozan. Someone needs to give us that bucket. It might be DeRozan time. He misses. Vucevic gets the one-handed rebound. Kobe White sidesteps, shoots, gets the bounce to go. Big 3 for Kobe. Bulls down by 1. We continue to trade those buckets with the Nets. Kobe White commits the foul, and I don't know who that's on, who he fouled, but that should be side out of bounds for the Nets. I forgot about Ben Simmons. Look, it's a tough break for Ben. I don't know whether to feel sorry for him or whether to have a go at him in many ways, because he's barely played any games in 3 seasons, and the Bulls commentators said he's only played 15 games this season out of the 70 that's been played. That's a lot of games missed, and I just don't know what the reason is. Is it really a back issue? Is it a mentality issue? Is it an attitude problem? I don't know what it is. It's crazy with Ben Simmons. But these past 3 years have probably been a nightmare for him. Getting traded from Philly to Brooklyn, obviously not playing, getting injured clearly every time he steps foot on the court. I don't know what it is. Yeah, but that does make Ben Simmons, sometimes it does make him a bit forgettable. Anyway, the Bulls get the block shot here on this possession, down by 1. DeRozan trying to dribble into the mid-range, shoot the layup, and that's off. Brooklyn want to run. It's Finney-Smith, Caruso guarding. They find Wofford in the post. Dalen Terry guarding, back to Finney-Smith for 3. He gets it to go. Again, they've just absolutely been electric from the 3-point line this quarter. Torrey Craig wants to step into the 3. He drives instead. Loses the ball. Brooklyn in transition. Bridges for 3. It's off. We get the rebounds. And we turn it over. No, we turned it over. Drummond passes it to no man's land. Watford, Euros, misses the layup. Terry gets the rebound. Bulls are running with it. Dalen Terry to Caruso. Caruso did not want to shoot that shot for some reason. The ball finds DeMar DeRozan as it normally does. DeRozan. Great pick and roll pass. Drummond gets swatted. They're going to call a foul. That's a physical play from the Brooklyn Nets. But he gets right back up. That's a great play from DeRozan there. Fakes the shot. Finds Drummond on the cut. Whew. Alright, Drummond will go to the line here. He's made 3 out of 4 free throws today. Can he make both here? We need both. But he misses the first. I jinxed him. Ben Simmons doesn't want to be great. His mentality is bad. But the only person that will truly know that is Ben Simmons. No one, we can make speculations. But we don't necessarily know for sure. Drummond makes the second. We're back down by 3. He's a bust for a number 1 overall pick. I would say we're getting close to that mark. You're right. He went from a max contract player to a guy that can't play in the last 3 seasons. So, for an overall pick standard, I think you could be correct there. Dennis Schroeder misses that 3. Rebound Caruso. A chance for the Bulls to tie the game here. And we turn it over. Another pick and roll disaster for the Bulls. Thomas shoots and scores the 3. 82-76, a 6-point game. We turn it over and they capitalize. The Bulls have 6 turnovers to the Brooklyn Nets 0 in this quarter. Kobe White misses a 3. No one really moving on the offensive end. Kobe just chucks it up. Not a good shot. Not a good play. Dennis Schroeder tries to get the layup. He's arguing. Where's the tech, ref? Torrey Craig makes the 3. We're back to 3 points, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis Schroeder acted really emotional. I'm just saying, if Vucevic gets tech fouled for punching or is it DeRozan? I don't know who it was last game. For punching that little back thing that keeps the net up, what Dennis Schroeder just did there is worthy of a technical foul. This man screamed out of frustration and he's still talking and yapping. Again, they're still yapping. I don't know why there's no tech being called. Anyway. "49 seconds left. There is a tech called. There we go. That's what I like to see. He continues to yap. We get the free throw. Technical foul there on Watford. Bulls down by 2 now, but they're going to go to the line for free throws anyway. A chance to extend the lead in the end for the Brooklyn Nets. And he makes the first. And he makes both. It's a 4-point game. Alright, Kobe White. 40 seconds left. Enters that pick and roll. Mid-range. Finds Caruso open for 3. Shoots and scores. Both teams trading 3-point shots like no tomorrow. Back to a 1-point game. Alright. Thomas gets the ball back. Drives to the middle of the lane. Floater alert. And it falls. He's a tough shot maker, ladies and gentlemen. That's a ridiculously hard shot. And he scores. Bulls down by 3 with 10 seconds to go in the third. Kobe White taking his time down the court. Dalen Terry with the screen. Kobe White. Step back. Shoots. And he gets the roll. Ladies and gentlemen, the third quarter comes to an end. The Bulls had a 6-point lead at halftime, I believe. We are now down by 1. 85-86. Truly anyone's game. We know what this game means for the Bulls. Try to avoid that 10th seed at all costs. We know the Hawks have a game against the Bucks tomorrow. A win here for the Bulls could mean everything for that 9th seed. And obviously, if the Hawks lose to the Bucks, we could get further away from the Atlanta Hawks. So it's a big, big game. This game does mean a lot for the Bulls. And we're going to have to show it in this fourth quarter. We're going to have to show what this game means to us. We're going to have to show how much we want this game. At the end of the day, Brooklyn have come out all guns blazing. They're looking to have that one last push just to see if there's a chance of the play-in tournament, even though it's very unlikely. They've come and played really hard in this game. They've made threes. The Bulls have given them a lot of opportunities. Again, 6 turnovers to 0 in that quarter. Speaks to everything that went wrong for the Bulls that quarter. But lo and behold, we still have a chance. And a chance is all we need sometimes. Looks like we're in for another close game. Potentially another clutch game. But in the end, can the Bulls win the game? That's what we're looking for. Hopefully we could get the job done. It's a big one for the Bulls. Keep in mind, I'm pretty sure after this game, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves. So you have to look at the opponents that we'll be facing. We have beaten the Timberwolves before. We know this. We did pretty well against them. It was one of the better games of the season. But with that being said, that's a very hard opponent to face. And with hard opponents to face, means wasted opportunities if you lose games like this. All of a sudden, you lose this game against the Nets. Then you lose the next game against the Timberwolves. 2-game losing streak. We're back at it again. It's like we never left. And then you give the Hawks a chance to come back. And, you know, all it takes is one Hawks game. 1 or 2 Hawks games and they've overtaken us. No room for error here, ladies and gentlemen. No room for error at all. So this fourth quarter is going to mean a lot for us. All right. Keep in mind, as well, this Hawks team, I don't think has Trae Young at the moment. I still don't think Trae Young is back. So they could potentially catch us up with no Trae Young. Anyway, fourth quarter begins. It's going to be a big one for us. Javonte Green is in the lineup. Bridges shoots the 3 and he scores over Javonte Green. And that's a bad way to start the quarter. Alright, Kobe White, pick and roll. Finds Drummond in the post and they just hug him straight away. They did not want Drummond to get to that painted area and bully his way to the rim. They said, no chance, we're going to hug him. But look, I'll be honest, if I'm the Bulls, I'm redoing that possession over and over and over again. We'll see how many times the Nets want to foul that play. Because that seems to be where our bread and butter is at the moment. Get switches and let Drummond cook in that paint. The painted area is where we do most of our damage anyway. That could be a good direction to go down. Kobe White, sidestep 3. In and out. Again, lack of ball movement and player movement from the Bulls in that possession forces Kobe White to take a difficult shot. Anyway, a 4-point game here. Still anybody's game. Thomas enters that pick and roll. Shoots that mid-range. Dale Terry all over him. And the Bulls secure the rebounds. AC enters that pick and roll. Kobe White drives to the rim. Shoots the layup and it falls. No foul called on that possession. Bulls down by 2. Kobe makes a big layup. We're going to have to try and go on that run without DeMar DeRozan in the lineup at the moment. Bridges. Javonte Green guarding. Bridges continues to push. Fade away. Gets it to go. A tough shot maker, Miles Bridges. I keep saying Miles Bridges. It's not Miles Bridges, bro. What am I doing? I'm getting confused with the Bridges brothers. And Dale Terry gets the shot to go. Alright, we're back to 2. Dale Terry commits the foul. He scores on one end and fouls down the other. Again, we broke the zone on that possession. It was a pretty weird zone that they were playing. Dale Terry finds his way to the sweet spot and scores. Caruso gets shoved to the floor. No foul called. And Thomas makes the 3. Caruso's still down. And the Bulls call a timeout. Billy Donovan looks concerned. If Caruso gets up, that's a bit of a waste of timeout. But let's take a look at this. It looks like Caruso got hit in the face. That was what he was complaining about. He tries to get Look, personally, I don't see a foul on that possession. I just think it's a bit unfortunate with the contact. It was just a spin. It was just a spin move. Caruso too up and eager, up on him. Gets hit in the face, unfortunately. I don't see much of a foul there, in all honesty. But yeah, the Bulls call a timeout in that possession anyway. Maybe it's still a good timeout because Brooklyn's still shooting threes like it's no tomorrow out there. The Nets, by the way, I'm pretty sure they have more than double our three-point makes. I'm pretty sure that's a statistic that's floating around there for the Bulls. So they've more than doubled our three-point opportunities. That's going to be hard to come back for any game. So you have to take it away. You have to take their threes away. We haven't done it very well this entire second half. Maybe this timeout could do the trick for us. But, you know, it's the typical type of Bulls game. And what I mean by that is, you know, the third quarter, we gave up a lot of open threes to the Brooklyn Nets. I don't think anyone can really complain about that. But, you give them easy ones, guess what they're going to do? They're going to make the hard ones. They're going to make the ones that you seem unbelievable. They're going to make difficult shots because you've given them the confidence that they need to make those tough shots. You know, what do they say when the Bulls play? Well, not when Bulls players, when NBA players get really, really hot and they just can't miss a shot. It's like that basket is an ocean. You can't miss the ocean. Very rarely are you going to throw a ball and it's going to miss the ocean if you're at the beach, you know. It's going to hit the ocean. There's a lot of room in that basket. The basket gets wider. Nothing can really stop you from scoring. That's the confidence level that you can bring to a player if you let them score. So guys like Dennis Schroeder made a whole bunch of threes in that third quarter. Cam Thomas the same. Mikal Bridges the same. So now shots seem to be falling in left, right, and center. Their offense has brought them to a comfortable lead in this game. But look, the Bulls have been in clutch games before. We have something to fight for here. I'm not ruling us out just yet. So it looks like Alex Caruso bit his tongue with that contact. So his tongue is bleeding, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure we all know the feeling of that. Not a nice feeling at all. But he's back out there. Alright, Kobe White. Javonte Green to Caruso. Back to Kobe White. Kobe trying to dance. Gets to the paint. Gets blocked by Saxton. Or Claxton, I should say. I don't know what I was saying there. Anyway, Cam Thomas makes the mid-range. The Nets continue their surge. I don't know. It might be time to bring in DeMar DeRozan and see if we can get some composure in this team. Again, we know Claxton is an elite shot blocker. Kobe White didn't create enough separation there to get the layup to go. Got to create more separation against a rim protector like that. Alright, DeRozan is in the game now, ladies and gentlemen. Mid-range, shoots, and scores. We might need that DeMar DeRozan-esque performance in the fourth. Bulls down by 5. Thomas to Claxton. Claxton, crossover, jump hook, missed. Drummond with the rebound. Not a good shot from Claxton. DeRozan finds Dalen Terry open for 3. Misses badly. Again, his shot is not pure, Dalen Terry. So sometimes he makes them, but when he doesn't, they're bad misses. Bridges tries to dominate Dalen Terry, and Dalen Terry will foul him. 8:22 left in the fourth quarter. And we're going to see Miles Bridges at the line. It's Watford, actually. Watford is going to be at the line. Tough break there for the Bulls. Makes the first. Alright, Vooch comes back in. Alright, Javonte Green secures the rebound after the second missed free throw. Dalen Terry won't shoot the three. Passes it to DeRozan. DeRozan in that mid-range area shoots and scores. We just need more of that from the marvelous one. Bulls down by 4. Wow, Wilson barely plays today. Don't know much about this guy, but he makes his first shot of the night. Alright, Io. Crossover. Gets the layup to go. How's there no foul call on that possession? Thomas, mid-range. That doesn't fall. Rebound to Javonte Green. We got Io to DeRozan. Bulls down by 5. DeRozan with the rip through. And he will go to the line. Wilson commits the foul. It looks like they brought him in there just to guard DeRozan for a bit. Either way, DeRozan's at the line. Makes the first. Dennis Schroeder comes back into the game for Brooklyn, and I think they're even going to call a timeout. It's a timeout galore. This game just won't end, ladies and gentlemen. Still 7 minutes to go. I have to ask this now as we're heading towards the end of the game. Do you think the Bulls come back in this one, or do you think it's too little, too late? Brooklyn have too much confidence and they're willing to, shoot the lights out of this ball. Do you think that that's going to be the case? Or, again, do the Bulls come back? We are not shy of clutch games. We do know what it takes to win them because we've been in almost every single one of them. We have a positive record in the clutch. Will this be another game where we can show that? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, 7 minutes to go. We're in for a tough ride, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, I've missed a lot of chats here. Damn, yikes, damn. This team is whack. This quarter was awful. Yeah, I must have missed that from a while ago. The third quarter was quite bad. Again, 6 turnovers to 0. The amount of threes, they've doubled our threes. Yeah, that was a pretty awful quarter. We can't really deny that, but we're still in the game. By hook or by crook, whether we deserve it or not, we're still here. We've got a big game. This is a big game against the Nets. It'll be a big game against the Hawks after the Timberwolves game and whenever that may be. We've got massive games on the horizon. We've got a couple of games against the Knicks. We need to win some of them. We're down the final stretch, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final countdown. We're in single-digit games left. We don't have double-digit games left. There's no more 10 games remaining. It's now or never for the Bulls. You know what I mean? Let's take a look. After this Nets game, let's just assume this Nets game is over, win or lose. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 games left. 8 games left. That's about 3 weeks left of basketball. Regular season basketball. So yeah, anything can happen. Truly anything can happen. Alright. DeRozan makes the free throw. Bulls down by 3. Alright, here we go. Big possession. Bridges. Dennis Schroeder. Again, miscommunication on the defensive end. Schroeder gets an open 3. Again, can't be having these types of communication issues this late on in the game. Io nowhere to be seen on that defensive possession. DeRozan. To Kobe, to Vooch. Vooch misses the layup. Rebound to the Nets. Brooklyn trying to run. Thomas. Finds the pick and roll. Claxton gets the layup to go, and it's a foul. A rough couple possessions for the Bulls. Again, Kobe White with the late help defense. Claxton using the size and his athleticism to his advantage. Kobe White has no choice but to foul. Again, I understand what they tried to do. They tried to double team the pick and roll man, but Thomas just finds a way to beat both men off the dribble and gets the easy pass. You have to stop the passer in that situation. And we just didn't do it. And now Claxton has a chance to extend it to a 9-point game. Wow, 9 points in 6 minutes. Still achievable, but we've got to really put our foot to the pedal here. Otherwise, we could kiss this game goodbye. DeRozan with the ball in his hands. We need a shot, DeRozan. Will you be the guy to answer it for us? They find Caruso to Kobe. Kobe back to Caruso. Kobe White is open for 3. We need it, Kobe. And he delivers for us. Big 3 for Kobe White. Back to 6 points. They left our best 3-point shooter open. Can't do that. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose. Neither would I at this point. But we're still in it. We just need some stops. Thomas mid-range. And there's a foul called there. Nikola Vucevic looks like he's the one that committed the foul. Let's take a look. Is there a foul here? They're going to call it on the floor anyway, so guess the foul doesn't really matter. Schroeder sizing up Kobe. Shoots the 3. Kobe contests. It doesn't matter. Dennis Schroeder with the 7th 3 of the night. Good defense and better offense. Vucevic finds Ayo in the corner. Kobe White to DeRozan. DeRozan will drive to the rim. He gets the layup to go. Again, you have to stop the 3-point shot for Brooklyn. Alright, here we go again. A big possession here. We need a stop and we need it now. 4:40 to go in the game. Bridges, back to Schroeder. Kobe White trying to guard him. Mikal Bridges. I keep getting them switched up. Anyway, the Bridge brother, Mikal Bridges, makes the 3. I think this game is probably done. Look, there's still, again, 10 points is very achievable, but the way Brooklyn have been shooting the ball in the second half, it looks like it's game over. Brian is having another meltdown. This team is not good. Retool, same movie. The same song and dance. Again, we've allowed them to come alive from the three-point line. Let's take a look at the three-point stats now that the timeout is happening at this point in time. Let's take a look. The three-point shooting for the Chicago Bulls at this point in time, we're shooting 33% from the three-point line. We have 9 from 27. We've only made 9 threes in the game, not even double figures. Brooklyn have shot 56% from the three-point line, ladies and gentlemen. 22 from 39. So more than double the threes Brooklyn has over the Bulls. And look, we could dominate the paint all night long. I think we have dominated the paint. But the harsh reality is you will not win a game if you're giving up 22 threes and then allowing them to shoot over 50% from the three-point line. You would need a miracle to win a game like that. And so far, this game looks completely out of reach. And we still got 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes of this misery. When is it going to end? The Bulls turn it over. And an alley-oop to Claxton, and he misses the alley-oop. Caruso to Io. Io goes right to the rim and scores. Again, our most efficient player has probably been Io Dosunmu today. Bulls down by 8. The Bulls team is disconnected. It's missed shot and lack of defense. Again, I wouldn't even say we're missing shots. We're just giving up threes. We're not missing shots. We have 104 points with still 4 minutes to go. We're about on course to getting 110. That's fairly average. That's kind of the league standard. But we're giving up ridiculous amount of threes in this second half. Cam Thomas makes the layup. Again, Vucevic got cross-matched there, guarding the guard. And that's always been a problem with the Nets. They make you pay every time. Kobe White misses the layup. Rebound to the Nets. This team can't rebound or defend the three. Exactly. And, another timeout being called here. Let's take a look at the rebounding numbers. How could I forget? Tyler reminds me. Let's take a look. Rebounds. Let's see if we're winning the rebounding battle. The Bulls have 43 rebounds. We are winning the rebounding battle. Brooklyn has 38 rebounds. But to be fair, I'm going to make a defense for the Brooklyn Nets here. It is hard to rebound the ball when you're making your shots. I think we are winning the rebounding battle. A lot of it is because Brooklyn is shooting over 50% from the three-point line. They've got nothing to rebound because they're making their shots. That's what I'll say in that regard. And, to be fair, Brooklyn are a very small team. So there should be no doubts the Bulls should be winning that rebounding battle. But 42 rebounds still isn't a lot, by the way. Keep that in mind. 38 is definitely not a lot. Both teams are struggling with the rebounding. Oh, man. Without a shadow of a doubt, we could call this as it is. This is going to be a wasted opportunity for the Bulls. Versing the 11th seed. You could have put their hopes of the play-in tournament dead and buried. You really could have done it tonight. Brooklyn is probably going to get this win. Their play-in tournament dreams stay alive. And the Bulls get one step closer to falling back into that dreaded 10th seed position. I do not want to be the 10th seed, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys are well aware, the 10th seed has never made the playoffs before. Plus, it's 2 away games. I want home atmosphere. I want playoff atmosphere at home. We need that 9th seed. It would be absolutely terrible if we fall away to the 10th seed. DeRozan gets the block. That's the stop that we need, but it could happen too late. Caruso open for 3. And that's the miss. Right there. I don't see any system out there. You have to blame the coaching staff for that one. The coaching staff is supposed to have the system there. We now have Vucevic guarding guards. If that's a system, it's definitely the wrong one. And Thomas makes the three right over Vucevic's head. Another three for Brooklyn. You can kiss the game goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. There's no chance we come back. 2 minutes to go. Down by 13. No chance. They fouled DeRozan on the drive. It looks like that's going to be on the floor. Oh, man. DeRozan scores the two. We'll see. Will they bring Vucevic to switch again? Alright, well, Kobe White fouls early on in the play. I just want this game to kind of end. There's 1:51 to go. Hey, look, honestly, wave the white flag. Send the B team out there. Let's, get some shot clock violations. Let's waste the shot clock a little bit. They can't defend the three-point line. Today's been horrible from the three-point line. It's over. Let's squash this team. I don't know about that. I don't want to squash anybody. That's no good. We don't squash people around here. Off-season could not come any faster. To be honest, it's feeling really slow. Like, this season, it's taken a toll. Maybe it's because I'm doing watch-alongs for most of the games, but it's taking forever for the season to end. Maybe it's because they put these games so early on in the morning that I want the season to end. I don't know. Therapy sessions with Aiden, I guess. This team can't win. Well, no, the game's over. As of about the 3-minute mark, I would say this game is well and truly over. Right now, it is a 9-point game. They're going to review something. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What could they possibly be reviewing right now? Well, guys, regardless of the win, the loss, we're definitely a loss. 17 likes on this watch-along today. Again, I can't thank you enough for all of the support throughout the season, today, all the other games beforehand, and all future games to come. I can't guarantee you that I'll be doing watch-alongs next season for the Bulls. I'd love to try, but there's no guarantee. So enjoy it while it lasts, ladies and gentlemen. Whether we like the team or hate the team, the support has always been there. Through the thick and the thin, the ugly and the pretty, the beautiful and, again, the other ugly. Whatever narrative I'm trying to create here. I appreciate all of the support nonetheless. And it does suck that today's a loss. If I wasn't so sleep deprived, I would probably feel very angry. But right now, all I can think about is sleeping like a baby after this. Anyway, DeRozan's going to go to the line here. I'm assuming they took away the 2, but DeRozan is going to get to the foul line anyway to get the 2 back. Alright, 108 to 119. 140 to go. The Bulls trying to set some traps here. Sidestep 3. Step back 3. That's missed. And another offensive rebound for Brooklyn. You can tell the Bulls team has kind of given up on it. 5 seconds left. Dennis Schroeder drives to the rim. Bridges. Caruso taps it out of bounds. 1.1 second left on the shot clock. They're going to have to throw up a tough one here. Again, Bulls down by 11. It sucks. AK must do something this offseason. Wait and see. We're not at the offseason, so we don't know. We'll wait and see. They made the 3. They literally made the 3 with 1.1 second left. That's when you know everything's gone right for you. Caruso gets screened. Inbound play, perfectly executed. Another timeout for the Bulls. Like, we have something to fight for. They're just delaying the inevitable at this point. Timeouts. Brooklyn. Or timeout Chicago. How much time do we have left? We got a minute left. It's alright, guys. It's nearly over. It is nearly over. So yeah, what do you guys think about the game? I'm kind of out of it, to be honest. I think I put all my energy into the first 3 quarters. Then once I knew the game was kind of over, it's like the energy just got sucked out of me. You know how there's adrenaline and sometimes you just fight through it? I think the adrenaline's wearing off a little bit. Anyway, the timeout is done. Maybe both teams are waving that white flag, or, you know, the Bulls are at least. Bringing probably their B team out there, that'd be nice. Maybe a little bit of Batim, a little bit of Terry Taylor in there. So we got Javonte Green, Dalen Terry. I don't even know who that is. Who is that? Batim's in there. He misses the 3. There is someone in this game I do not know from the Bulls. That cannot be allowed. Who is that? I think that's Terry Taylor. Why does he look so different? Someone looks really different out there. I think it's Terry Taylor. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't seen him in a while. Because, yeah, everybody on that bench I know. I was about to say. Like, fair enough, I don't know people from Brooklyn or anything like that because I'm not a Brooklyn fan. If I can't know my own players, GG, bro. What am I doing here on YouTube, bro? I don't even know my own players. Anyway, 19 seconds left. They're just going to waste the shot clock. And ESPN has made it official. This is the finale. 125 to 108. We couldn't even crack 110. So that league average of 110, we couldn't even break it. We were on par to break it. We had a really bad 3 minutes, man. A really bad 3 minutes. Anyway, game over. This is definitely a bad loss by the Bulls tonight. I will see you guys in the game reaction. I'm going to end the stream here. Try and get the game reaction done as quickly as possible. This team is not good. It is what it is. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, nonetheless, feel free to like and subscribe if you are new. A wasted opportunity, to say the least. Brooklyn keep their play-in tournament hopes alive. They played hard. They won the game. We'll see you in the game reaction. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. God bless. Take care. And peace.